When MSI and Intel announced their collaboration, there was a sudden rise in consumer interest in handheld PCs, and everybody was expecting it to be an amazing, flawless machine that would be the answer to everything that's wrong with handheld PCs at the moment. But this was far from the truth, and every reviewer, even the known shills, has grown a spine to say the truth here because the end product is really bad. And that's the reason everybody is looking at the next ROG Ally as if ROG Ally didn't have any problems. But today, Ally is in a pretty good place. They have successfully ironed out almost all the major issues, and it's a pretty good system. Hence, we are going to talk about the next ROG Ally that has been reported to release this year. When is it releasing? It's not clear, but I am expecting it to reach the market in the later part of Q4. However, this is all in the air, but one thing is confirmed. ROG Ally 2 is in the works, and we will see it sooner than Steam Deck 2, for which Valve has confirmed that it's not going to see the light of day in 2024, and they are planning for something in 2025. Alright, let's dig into 10 things that we want to see being fixed and should be a must-have in the ROG Ally 2 that would make it the ultimate handheld that everyone is expecting it to be. The terrifying overheating issue of SD cards and overheating in general. The Ally has been plagued by overheating issues since its launch, particularly around the micro SD card slot. This has led to malfunctioning SD cards and even hardware damage in some cases. Asus has acknowledged the problem and promised a software update to fine-tune the default and minimum fan speeds, aiming to improve cooling and prevent SD card reader malfunctions due to thermal stress. However, reports from users suggest that the issue persists, with some still experiencing SD card failures and overheating even after the update. While the software update may have helped to some extent, it appears that a more comprehensive solution is needed to address the underlying hardware design flaw that causes excessive heat buildup around the SD card slot. A more efficient cooling system, potentially with larger fans or additional heat pipes, could help dissipate heat more effectively and prevent hotspots around critical components like the SD card reader. Relocating the SD card slot away from the primary heat sources could be a simple yet effective solution. Taking inspiration from competitors like the Steam Deck, which positions the SD card slot on the bottom, could help mitigate the risk of overheating and subsequent card failures. Implementing better thermal insulation around sensitive components such as the SD card slot could help isolate them from the main heat sources within the device. More intelligent thermal throttling algorithms could dynamically adjust performance based on temperature readings from various sensors, ensuring that critical components like the SD card reader remain within safe operating temperatures. More ports, learn from Legion Go. One of the most common frustrations expressed by ROG Ally owners is the inability to use accessories while simultaneously charging the device. The single USB-C port on the current model forces users to choose between powering the device or connecting peripherals, hampering the overall user experience. This limitation becomes particularly apparent when using accessories that require a wired connection, such as external storage devices, gaming controllers, or even wired headsets. Users often find themselves in situations where they must prioritize either charging or accessory usage, leading to compromises and inconveniences. On top of it, the battery life of the Ally is pretty bad compared to other handhelds, which makes you stuck to the wall the majority of the time when you are playing a demanding game, and that one single port is used for charging, leaving you sitting ducks if you want to use even a wired headphone. ASU's competitors such as Lenovo with their Legion Go handheld gaming PC have recognized this issue and implemented a solution. The Legion Go features two USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports, allowing users to charge the device while simultaneously connecting peripherals or accessories. This design choice not only enhances the overall user experience, but also future-proofs the device, ensuring compatibility with a wider range of accessories and peripherals that may emerge in the future. By incorporating an extra USB-C port, preferably with Thunderbolt 4 support, the ROG Ally 2 could offer users the flexibility to charge the device while simultaneously utilizing accessories or peripherals without compromising either functionality. This enhancement would not only improve the overall user experience, but also align the ROG Ally 2 with industry standards and user expectations. Work with Windows to create a true handheld OS. There is a ton of benefit of having Windows Handheld over SteamOS or any other OS, and the biggest benefit is any game you choose will theoretically run on a Windows Handheld, unlike Linux, which may have limitations. Then there is access to Xbox PC Game Pass. Windows handhelds can also serve as primary desktop PCs when connected to peripherals, providing a full computing experience. More people know how to use Windows compared to Linux. But right now, navigating through Windows on handheld is a painful experience. It lacks proper touch and controller support, making the user experience frustrating on small touchscreens. Software and driver issues can also cause games to not run properly. Asus is a big company. If they show some intent and effort, they can actually work with Windows to work on an OS that retains all the benefits of the gaming and compatibility, but also can become very user-friendly when used on a handheld device. One can wish, isn't it? The battery life of ROG Ally sucks. It needs to improve at any cost. The Asus ROG Ally's battery life is a major pain point that severely limits its portability and usability as a gaming handheld. Multiple reviews and user experiences have consistently reported battery drain within 1 hour when playing demanding games like Cyberpunk 2077, Hitman 3, or Red Dead Redemption 2, even with settings optimized for better battery life. This short battery life means users are frequently tethered to power outlets or forced to carry bulky power banks, defeating the purpose of a portable gaming device. Real-world use cases exacerbate this issue. For instance, a user playing Rocket League at 720p with the screen dimmed reported the Ally shutting down after just 1.5 hours. Another user experienced only 1 hour and 28 minutes of battery life while playing The Witcher 3 on performance mode. To address this major shortcoming, Asus must prioritize significantly improving battery life in the next iteration, the ROG Ally 2. One potential solution could be increasing the battery capacity from the current 40 watt-hour to at least 50 watt-hour or higher, which could provide an additional 2 to 3 hours of gameplay. Asus should also focus on further software optimizations, such as better power management, more efficient CPU-GPU utilization, and improved thermal design to reduce power consumption. Additionally, the Ally 2 could benefit from a more power-efficient display panel and dedicated hardware decoding for video playback to conserve battery. By implementing these hardware and software improvements, the ROG Ally 2 could realistically achieve 4 to 6 hours of battery life for gaming, making it a truly portable and practical gaming handheld. Improve the overlay software like Armory Crate that lets user optimize the device. The Armory Crate software on the Asus ROG Ally has been a source of frustration for many users, with complaints about its sluggish performance, clunky interface, and lack of responsiveness. Reddit threads are filled with users venting their dissatisfaction with the software's shortcomings. One user on Reddit r/Asus ROG Ally lamented, "Armory Crate is so slow and unresponsive on the Ally. It takes forever to load and navigate through the menus." Another user echoed similar sentiments, stating, "The UI is just not optimized for the small screen and touch controls. It's a pain to navigate and adjust settings." Beyond performance issues, users have also expressed a desire for a more streamlined and intuitive interface tailored specifically for the handheld form factor. As one Redditor pointed out, Armory Crate feels like it was designed for desktop PCs, not a handheld gaming device. We need an interface that's optimized for touch controls and easy access to gaming-specific features. To address these concerns, Asus must prioritize overhauling Armory Crate for the ROG Ally 2. The software should be rebuilt from the ground up with a focus on responsiveness, speed, and a user interface designed specifically for the handheld gaming experience. This could include features like dedicated gaming mode with quick access to performance profiles, fan controls, and display settings, streamlined navigation and touch-friendly menus optimized for the small screen, improved performance through better resource management and code optimization, integration with game launchers and libraries for seamless game management. Ally breaks every time when there is BIOS, drivers, or even a Windows update. Make them talk better with each other. The issue of performance drops and stuttering on the Asus ROG Ally after BIOS driver or Windows updates seems to be a recurring problem, as evident from the Reddit threads and various reports. This highlights a lack of seamless integration and compatibility between the hardware components, firmware, and the Windows operating system on the ROG Ally. Asus needs to rigorously test and validate the compatibility of BIOS, driver, and Windows updates with the specific hardware configuration of the ROG Ally. This testing should cover not just general functionality, but also performance benchmarks across a wide range of games and applications. Any potential conflicts or performance regressions should be identified and resolved before releasing updates to end users. Instead of relying solely on generic AMD drivers, Asus should work closely with AMD to develop optimized drivers specific Ally tailored for the ROG Ally unique APU configuration. These drivers should be thoroughly tested and fine-tuned for the best possible performance on the handheld device. Similarly, the BIOS should be optimized to ensure seamless integration with the hardware components, providing optimal power management, thermal control, and resource allocation for gaming workloads. Since the ROG Ally relies heavily on Windows, Asus should collaborate closely with Microsoft to ensure that future Windows updates are thoroughly tested and optimized for the ROG Ally's hardware configuration. This could involve early access to upcoming updates for testing purposes or even co-developing optimizations specific to the ROG Ally. Largen storage man, the games are becoming ginormous. As the gaming industry continues to evolve, game file sizes are steadily increasing, with many AAA titles now exceeding 100 GB in size. This trend poses a significant challenge for gaming handhelds like the Asus ROG Ally, which currently ships with a maximum storage capacity of 512 GB. While this may have been sufficient in the past, it is becoming increasingly inadequate for gamers who want to have a diverse library of games installed on their device. To address this issue and stay competitive in the gaming handheld market, Asus should consider offering larger storage options for the upcoming ROG Ally 2. Competitors like the Legion Go and MSI Claw have already set the bar by offering up to 1 TB of SSD storage, providing ample space for gamers to install and enjoy a wide range of games without constantly having to manage their storage or rely on external solutions. While external storage solutions like microSD cards and portable SSDs can provide additional storage, they often come with performance limitations and can be inconvenient to manage. A larger internal SSD would minimize the need for external storage, providing a more streamlined and efficient gaming experience. Additionally, Asus could explore the use of faster and more efficient SSD technologies such as PCIe 4.0 or even PCIe 5.0 to ensure that the increased storage capacity does not compromise performance or loading times. Better CPU and GPU to run more power-hungry games, because that's the future. PS5 is going to launch PS5 Pro very soon, and you will see more power-hungry games landing on the market. ROG Ally 2 should be prepared for it, and for the CPU, Asus could opt for AMD's upcoming Zen 5 architecture, which promises substantial improvements in performance and efficiency. The Zen 5 CPUs are expected to be based on a 3nm process node, offering higher clock speeds, improved instructions per cycle, IPC, and better power management. This would translate into smoother gameplay, faster load times, and potential Ally longer battery life for the ROG Ally 2. On the GPU front, Asus could leverage AMD's upcoming RDNA 3+ architecture or even the next generation RDNA 4 GPUs. These GPUs are expected to offer significant performance gains, improved ray tracing capabilities, and better power efficiency compared to the current RDNA 3 GPUs found in the original ROG Ally. To further enhance AI capabilities and offload tasks from the CPU and GPU, Asus could integrate a more powerful NPU in the ROG Ally 2. AMD's upcoming Zen 5 CPUs are rumored to feature an integrated AI engine, which could provide a significant boost in AI-related tasks such as image processing, video encoding, and machine learning applications. There will more options in coming months. Asus has to pick the one that will improve upon the current Ally, but also not burn hole in our pockets. Because these handhelds are very price sensitive, they need to land the product in a proper price position. And that's all we have, folks, and this is where we are finishing up the episode. Let us know in the comments, what do you really want to see in ROG Ally 2? And don't forget to drop a sub, it helps a lot. Have a good one and be safe.